couple of penalties as well, so if they could score here and turn the balance of this game 5 minutes before half-time, it would be a massive fill-up. We're so used to seeing Leinster score in what they call the championship minutes. Out the back from Clarkson, there's that kicking game again from Billy Burns, all on the bounce. Oh goodness me, that is absolutely class.
Ulster put on a very impressive performance that not many people expected. It was a high quality game despite the bad weather, and we got some absolutely beautiful tries. The most impressive thing about Ulster was their defence. They also had good game management, particularly towards the end, and they exploited the weaknesses in Leinster's defence on multiple occasions. Leinster on the other hand focused on the set piece. They managed to disrupt a large number of Ulster's lineouts, and they also had a very good maul. They had good kicking as well, and they managed to disrupt a few of Ulster's restarts too. Leinster had the idea of trying to sap Ulster's energy on attack. They focused on keeping the game tight and physical with a high phase count. However, it seems that Ulster prepared for this effectively. Ulster were asked to make 199 tackles, and they only missed 12. That's a very impressive tackle success rate of 94%, which meant that there were only a few times that the defence was overwhelmed. There were two reasons for their efficacy. The first was that they used a lot of double tackles with a focus on driving Leinster back. This meant that Leinster couldn't get a lot of dominant carries and quick ball. The second is that they competed heavily at the breakdown, leading to even slower ball and turnovers. Ulster also managed to exploit the space left by Leinster's aggressive defensive line.
Acres of space out on this side for Ulster, surely now in the shape of Stockdale, who canters in.
Leinster's defensive philosophy was high aggression and fast line speed. They shot up to shut down the first pod and to put strain on Ulster's attack. This in turn creates a space on the outside. It wasn't possible for Ulster to pass the ball to the outside, as it would mean that they would have to attack from too deep. Instead, they opted to kick the ball into the space in hopes of finding touch, or, if they were lucky, a try. Ulster managed to take the momentum early, and with good defensive systems, prevented Leinster from getting into their attacking shape. However, they only won by a single point, so let's look at what Leinster did that was so effective. The biggest aspect to this was Leinster's set piece, specifically the lineout and restarts. Leinster managed to disrupt Ulster's lineout very effectively, and they only had a 57% success rate. Even the ones that they did win weren't very effective, as Leinster's maul defense was good as well. Leinster managed to disrupt Ulster's lineout mainly in the middle. Ulster then tried to go in the front of the lineout, which is usually safer than the back. However, Leinster managed to disrupt the ball even here. This created a lot of chaos in Ulster's game plan, because they had virtually no clean ball at the lineout. Furthermore, Leinster had an excellent driving maul that they could use. This had an effect on the broader game as a whole. Because Leinster was so dominant at the lineout, it gave them a lot more freedom in the kicking game. They were able to take a lot more risks in this area, because even if they did mess up, there would be ample opportunities to win the ball back. Take this kick by Ross Byrne at the end. There's only 3 minutes left, and Leinster only need a penalty to win the game. Instead of attacking, Byrne kicks for the corner. While the kick wasn't accurate, it just illustrates the point that Leinster were extremely confident that they could steal Ulster's ball at the lineout. Ulster scored some great tries early on. Unfortunately, they just couldn't follow these up with accurate restarts. Restarts have become such a pivotal part of the sport because it allows your team to bounce back immediately after taking a hit on the scoreboard. Leinster managed to disrupt Ulster's restarts through a high amount of pressure, meaning that they kicked short to compete in the air and at the ensuing breakdown, leading to turnovers and scrappy exits. Despite these challenges, Ulster managed to pull through in the end. Leinster were a bit impatient in the dying minutes of the match and made some questionable decisions. Leinster put a lot of pressure on Ulster at the end. They had the territorial and attacking advantage, but Ulster's solid defence, combined with them finally getting good ball at the lineout, meant that they had enough to pull through. Leinster will probably feel disappointed with how it ended. While the weather did not favour Leinster's quick distribution-based game plan, their technical skill throughout the match was very good despite the rain, and they will probably feel that they should have done more with the chances that they did get. If you like this video and would like to see more tactical analyses going forward, especially in the Six Nations, then please consider liking and subscribing. See you next time.